The holiday season is fast approaching. It's the time of year when we all put on a few surplus pounds. But hey, we're not professional footballers, so we can get away with a little paunch, right? Well, apparently you can get away with it too if you're a player, as long as you've got the skills to pay the bills. So at this festive time, let's give thanks to Kick TV's top 5 portly footballers. At 5 is former Welsh goal machine John Hartson, who was given his Premier League big break by West Ham, where he famously attempted to give teammate Eyal Berkovic a big break of his own in his face. Despite carrying a little too much weight in the mid-torso area, Hartson was one of the Prem's most fearsome strikers in the late 90s, and his goals were often celebrated with a cheerful chorus of Big fat John, big fat John, big fat John, big fat Johnny Hartson. Oh, memories. At 4 is a player who's still a pretty bad memory for Leeds fans though, Thomas Brolin. The Swedish forward was a prolific goal scorer for his nation and a few domestic teams, but by the time he turned up at Leeds in 1995, it was clear that someone had eaten all the pies. In 2 years, Brolin endured just 17 starts with the Ellen Road side, a period affected by a lack of fitness and frequent fines for not bothering to turn up for training. A 2007 poll by The Telegraph placed him at number 2 in a poll of the worst players ever to grace the Premier League. Number 3 is a man whose abilities have been inversely proportional to his passion for eating, drinking and womanizing. It's Adriano. The striker was one of Brazil's most exciting talents and he picked up 4 Scudettos with Internazionale, but his career has been plagued by drinking problems, alleged drug issues and plenty of drama, such as the time he was accused of accidentally shooting a woman leaving a nightclub with him in his car. Seriously, that happened. Adriano was one of the biggest names in Serie A, but when he returned to Flamengo for the second time this year, he was literally the biggest thing in the Campeonato. Number 2 is another big bone classic centre forward, Mickey Quinn. The Merseyside journeyman played for Oldham, Portsmouth and Newcastle, but enjoyed some of his best years at Coventry, where fans proudly sang, "He's fat, he's round, he's worth £1 million, Mickey Quinn, Mickey Quinn." The Cov hero was nicknamed Sumo and famously mocked his size, referring to himself as the Premier League's fastest player over 1 yard. And number 1 in Kick TV's list of portly footballers is Ronaldo! Nope, not thin Portuguese Ronaldo, tubby Brazilian Ronaldo! The 3-time FIFA Player of the Year is one of the greatest strikers ever to grace the game, but during his spell with Real Madrid and Milan, it became more and more clear that his waistline was expanding, and in the 2006 World Cup he cast a much larger shadow than the one he cast in the 1998 World Cup. Upon returning to his homeland in 2009, his weight ballooned further due to a thyroid problem, and since retiring, the Brazilian legend has even starred in his own reality TV show documenting his attempts to shift his love handles. Well, that's your top 5. What did you think? Leave your portly player nominations in the comment party below and hit subscribe to join the Kick TV army.